Hello everybody, it is Ouroboros Rero here, aka Death Kill. I am here to talk to you about the pieces I did not talk to you about in the previous videos. I didn't want to put them in the other videos because these pieces are the best of the best that are coming out in the next patch or in the next title update in September. These ones are borderline broken, borderline probably not coming out the way they are. So you have three things I want to talk about. You have a holster that is broken. It's called a Picaro's holster. It's a named holster. It is from the AB Arquebus Bratos gear set. I mean brand set. It's coming out next month. It's broken. I'll tell you about it soon. You have an exotic glove called the Bloody Knuckles. It is pretty good, but you have to activate it first. And then you have a gun. We have two named guns, Lefty and Stage Left, which have perfect sledgehammer, which are pretty good ones. They're not too broken, but they're pretty powerful. And so in this video, I'll be talking to you about how to build around the weapons, the holster, and the glove, and what will be the best builds about them, and talk about them a little bit. So I'm gonna show you how to make the build before it comes out. It's very simple. I play the PTS. I mean, anybody who's very good at building could have came up with these builds. No, I'm just joking. I made these because I'm very good at building, as you've seen from my other videos. I know what I'm talking about, and you should definitely use my builds because they're all very powerful. They are very powerful. I do a lot of math and research into building because I love math. So now enough about me and my builds. Let's get into what I think about the pieces and how to build around them. I'll tell you how to build around them later. So you have a named holster, Picaro's holster from the new brand set A and B. It can only roll armor or skill tier. They did that. They're not allowing it to roll red because they think it'll be too powerful. The holster itself is already too powerful. Like I don't know what to tell you, but the holster is too powerful. So it gives you 170,000 armor. The brand set instead of like Fenris AB, we'll call it AB instead of take away from Fenris. That's why I keep using it as Fenris. So it's called Arquebus Bratos. So the holster gives you 170,000 armor or skill tier. And you see that 11% armor? You see what that is? That's where the 20% weapon damage comes from. You can still get the expertise armor on it, but I'm just saying that's exactly where it is in the PTS. And then it gives you crit chance, crit damage, or those are rollerboard because this is a named piece, so they could be anything. But it gives you 20% weapon damage just by having the piece. It is broken. It needs to be nerfed. It cannot come out like that. It is too good. I will show you why it's too good with these other builds that I'm going to show you right now. But it's just broken because every single PvP build that I have besides full reds, they have some sort of armor on them. Some sort of armor because you need some armor to survive, and that's the fatal flaw they looked over. Is people need armor for PvP. It's gonna be broken in PvP. It's gonna be the next Bex's slot. It's gonna be the next Fox's prayers and Contractor's gloves and Coyote mask. It's too broken. It can't come out like that. But if it does come out like that, I'm gonna show you how to build it properly. But I just wanted to tell you guys about how broken the holster is. It's gonna be the next best in slot. Get ready to make that your next piece in your next builds. So it gives you 12% skill haste, one skill tier, and then 20% ammo capacity, which is absolutely disgusting. But you only want to run two pieces of it at the most for a skill build, or whatever you want to run it with. But you want the holster here. Every single build from now on, the holster is gonna be the Picaro's holster if it comes out the way it is. 20% weapon damage, better than anything else you could put there. The glove is an exotic glove. It is called the Bloody Knuckles. It gives you 50% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, and 12% crit damage. Amazing exotic. It gives you the right rolls you want. The talent on it is whenever you hit somebody, you melee them, you punch them in the face, or you throw a grenade on them and it does damage to them, it gives you 25 weapon damage. Now, in order to show you the difference between 25 weapon damage, I will put a Vigilance Backpack on, and I will put another backpack on. I'll just put this one on. So 25% weapon damage. Here's 428 and 191 is what I'm hitting for. You punch somebody in the face. You slap them. You say, death before dishonor. Then I put this Vigilance Backpack on. Wrong one. I put this Vigilance Backpack on. Oh, no. I was supposed to put the regular back on. So it goes from 428 to, I need to put a mod on to compensate for the missing weapon damage, to 324. I mean 342. So 342, that's a big damage boost. That's like 100k right there, nearly. That's put this back on. I would have that 428, man. It's very easy to proc. You know, you throw a grenade. It has to be a grenade or you have to punch them. You need the grenade to do damage, like the concussion, the cluster, the fragmentation, or the incendiary. The incendiary does work with it. It's very nice. And especially if you're door camping or if you're you know, camping a hallway in the DZ, or you know somebody's pushing you, you could throw down the fire grenade with survivalist, and it works wonders. It works wonders. Now, you would want to use the Bloody Knuckles with the new named weapons, or just the Sledgehammer talent, because what the Sledgehammer talent does is whenever you hit somebody with your grenade, they take 40% armor damage extra. So they do what Contractors does. They do what Contractors does, and they amplify the damage. I will show you how much 8% here. So 8% damage. Let me get my stacks. 8% damage is 521. And when I take this off, which is 8%, and I put something else on, 521 to 4. Oh, hon. 485. That's 40,000 difference. So then you times that by 5. You say 40,000 times 5 is 200,000. I would say that's pretty damn good. 485. 521. It's basically near 40,000, like 35,000. That's a lot of damage. That talent right there is going to be atrocious. But somebody runs through your fire, nobody's gonna be running through fire anymore. Nobody. So the second part of that Sledgehammer talent for the perfect one, so 40%, and then it gives you a second boost of, well, not a boost, but it gives the enemy another debuff of negative 10% movement speed. Have you ever been bled by a hive before in PvP? Have you seen everybody run slower? So this is the normal running speed. When somebody is bled, they're running like this. Like, you know, they slow down a lot, significantly. So imagine the bleed, and then imagine another 10% negative movement speed. That is very good. That will make people sitting ducks in PvP and make the Matador buff, and people who like to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, very slow. They're not going to be doing any more left, rights like that. You know, dodging your bullets, bobbing and weaving. They're going to be very slowly going left, going right, going left. it's gonna be a very nice buff. If you're having trouble hitting people in the DZ, this will make it way more balanced. But I mean, not really balanced. Very good. So you do the sledgehammer and you do the gloves together, and it's broken. Those two together plus the holster, which is broken, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But anyways, on to the builds. Those are my thoughts on the new things that are coming out. Very broken. The sledge. Oh, before I forget, the sledgehammer normal talent it'll stop being on every weapon. Like you can put it on this gun, for example, or whatever gun you want in here, any of these, and it'll be 30% damage to armor and minus 5% movement speed after you hit them with a grenade. So pretty good. But now let me show you how to make the builds. So for Picaro's holster, if it comes out the way it comes out, aka the AB brand set holster, the named one, it rose blue. You want crit chance, crit damage on it, or headshot damage, depending on if you're running SMG or not. You don't want to be over crit. Remember, never be over crit. Be under. You will be running this. This will be the best in slot. Always best in slot if it comes out the way it comes out. If it doesn't, then we'll swap it out for other pieces. You would want the Fox's Prayers because they're still going to be best in slot. Your homeboy Fox's Prayers here. We'll make it SMG damage to keep it simple, right? We'll keep it as SMG damage. I am going to put a mod here. Now for the mask, you could run Coyotes, but I would recommend the new glove. It's gonna take the spot of Coyotes, which is unfortunate. You could just have one of your other teammates run it. So the glove will always be red, so it's always gonna have crit damage, crit chance. But what's to say the 10% crit chance is the crit chance on that when I gonna hit headshots anyways, and the target was gonna shoot for body shots. You're gonna run the Matador backpack. You're gonna run the Matador backpack. Well, you're not really gonna run the Matador, right? You're gonna be running. I recommend Wicked. You will definitely be running Wicked backpack. Trust me. You want a Wicked because you're applying stats effects anyways, and most likely you're going to be using your hive to slow down even more. This is an amazing talent for running away. Those two, sledgehammer and the hive. If somebody does not have hazard, it's going to mess them up bad, very bad, incredibly bad. They're going to be very messed up, and they're not going to catch up to you. For the mask, you could put another Walker Harris on, is what I would recommend, or a Grupo piece. I recommend Walker Harris because it increases both crit hit shot, not as much as Grupo, but it also increases your non-crit. You still have 40% non-crit at least. Remember, you have non-crit, and those ones don't do as much damage. But over time, those things could be increased just a little bit. So it will look like this. So this will be a Walker backpack. This will be another Walker. This will be your Solikov. This will be your Picaros, aka AB, the new named head holster. This will be the gloves, the Bloody Knuckles gloves, and you'll be running Wicker with it. Now, this will be the damage difference between having a Wicked, having the glove active and not active. Let me run around real quick. So I am hitting for 484 at this current moment. Now I'm going to swap this backpack out. As you see, it has crit damage as a mod slot. I'm not going to put that mod slot for this one because it already has crit damage on this one. So I'm just not gonna put the mod slot to keep it the same. So the value just goes up by vigilance. So it goes from 484 to 606. Big difference. That's mostly because I'm using the Lady Death, which I recommend using. But you would be using the Sledgehammer. But since I cannot test it here, I can only show you this way. Remember, you could always run the Lady Death as a backup and use the ACS-12, aka the new stage left or lefty, instead. So you will grenade it, get your vigilance buff, and you will hit for a lot harder. I recommend using the Lady Death secondary because that's a lot of extra weapon damage that you're missing out on. So you got 25% here, then you got an extra 18% from the Wicked that you would get. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. You can just imagine how much it will start stacking, especially with the Lady Death, this is why I recommend using it with an SMG instead of that one. You should use the stage left instead because this is an M1A CQB, I believe, or the other SOCOM M1A. So it'll be this ones right here. They don't have any range on them. They're all for point blank. But you can hit long range if you want. It's not that accurate, but you have to shoot it slow. Because if you spray it, you miss a couple shots like that. But this is how you will build a build. So it'll be the AB holster. Remember the named one, not the Fenris here. It's called Fenris Group AB here, but it's a new brand. It's called Arquebus Bretos. You'll put that here. If it wouldn't be this, it would be a Grupo. It's very, very powerful. See, let me show you. So here is my system corruption build. So here, let me put this on. So when I pop my med kit, I'm gonna get 20% bonus damage right here. So this will be the difference between having the holster and not. So I am hitting for 374. But I pop my med kit, which gives me 20% weapon damage. 374, 449, 449, 449. Back to 374. That's another 100,000 right there. It's too good to pass up. That holster, just existing, it's too good to pass up. Remember, you want to use that holster. That's damage you're not seeing in the other way I showed you. And then the Bloody Knuckles. Very good. I would recommend using the Sledgehammer on guns with range. Like ARs or rifles. You can use it with a sniper too. But you definitely want to use it with rifles. I would definitely recommend using it with M1As here. Because you can throw a grenade pretty far down a tunnel. And they're going to have slow movement speed, right? So you're going to be like, do. You know, it's not going to be hard to hit them. They're going to be moving very slow. You can trace them. So I recommend using rifles or ARs. But that's my opinion on the new stuff that's coming out. That's just my opinion. They need to be nerfed, primarily, is my opinion. But if they don't get nerfed, that's how you use them. I try to show you the best builds because I want to see you mess people up in the DZ. I want to see people make new stuff in the DZ. I want to see people, you know, light it up. and light up other YouTubers who might get mad at me for telling you guys the best way to make the builds. The new gear set that's coming out will work very well with both the holster and the glove. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And a slow rate of fire gun. Hint, hint, nudge. Trust me, it will work. Well, my name is Ouroboros Reroll. I can't wait to see you guys run this stuff like this in the DZ. Let me know what you think. I know some of you might not enjoy me not being able to show you it, but I don't have the PTS on PlayStation. And it's still in testing, so it's not guaranteed to come out like this, but if it does come out, this is how you want it. Have fun in the DZ out there, boys.